Why is one boob bigger than the other? Is this for everyone or am I just lopsided? How the hell do you shave down there without cutting yourself? How do we get the smell from down there to stay away? Why do I have so much discharge? Hey guys, it's Sharon. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're getting real. Not that we don't get real on this channel, but like, we're getting TMI real. You sent in all your questions, everything from like relationships, the devil's tango, taking care down there, and like, honestly, nothing is off limits. I'm the big sister that's not afraid to spill any and all tea. The tea actually fears me. So that being said, go grab some snacks, go grab your tea, and let's get into these girl talk questions. Is it weird to be 24 and single your whole life? I don't think it's weird to be single, period, or any age and be single. I didn't get my first serious boyfriend until I was like 22. I would have much rather have waited for the right person to come along than date a bunch of duds and have a bunch of just like failed relationships that never worked out. You just haven't met the right person, and there's nothing wrong with that. The best advice I can give you actually is not to look for it. So instead of like sitting there and being like, oh man, I'm so single, I really want a boyfriend, just like focus on yourself, focus on like things you love to do, things that make you happy, and when it's the right time, the relationship will happen. I promise you're not missing out on anything. Again, would you rather be single or would you rather be dating a dud? Probably not the dud. This one says, I'm a brown girl and I have a lot of thick black body hair. I become extremely insecure and I get them waxed as frequently as I can, but I also really hate getting waxed because it's really painful, but I've been advised against shaving several times. Can you suggest some alternative methods to get rid of the hair that might last longer than waxing and or are less painful? P.S. I love you too. Yes, I can. But I fear that my alternative might be a little bit more painful, but I'm not exactly sure because I've never waxed. Personally, I dealt with a lot of thick, dark body hair and I did laser hair removal. It's definitely a lot more expensive than like waxing or shaving, but it lasts way longer. It's like permanent. I don't have to shave my legs or my arms. I was ridiculed and bullied for my like arm hair, so that's why I did my arms. Not that you should though. I want to make one thing very clear because I did get some questions asking if like I should shave or not. You do not have to shave if you don't want to. Body hair is a preference. That being said though, if you're trying to avoid continuously waxing, if you could do laser removal, or even now there's a thing called an IPL, which is like an at-home device, which is way more affordable. You can do it yourself. It's literally like DIY laser hair removal. Other than that, there's this thing called Nair, and I'm sure there are other versions of it or other brands that do it. It's a body hair removal cream. I actually used to do that for my little peach fuzz. I don't exactly know the science behind it or how it works, but it's like a cream that makes your body hair fall off. I would recommend that. The thicker and darker hair is a lot trickier to get rid of. It's rough out here, sis, but don't let people make you feel bad about your body hair. Body hair is natural. Hi, Sharon. I love your vids. Thanks. I love when you guys say that. It's so sweet. Obviously, I know you're not a doctor, but do you think it's normal for the skin down there to be loose and or a different color than the rest of the body? And is it something to be embarrassed about? No. Anything on your body is not anything to be embarrassed of, okay? There's only one of you that will ever exist, and that's absolutely insane. You're special, and so is your body. That being said, vulvas, which is actually the part that you see from your genitals. A lot of people call it a vagina. A vagina is the internal part. The external part is the vulva. So that's the outer lips and the inner lips, which is like the labia majora and the labia minora. So those come in all shapes and sizes, all different colors. Some parts of it can be a little bit darker than the rest of your skin tone. Some could peep out more, you know, those little lips that peep out, might not peep out at all. Every vulva is different, just like every body literally is different. So I don't think it's anything to be that concerned about, but if you're really that concerned about, talk to a professional, because it ain't me, sis. I'm sorry. Does the kitty and the muscle surrounding it hurts after doing the deed a few times? I have experienced that type of horrible muscle pain in and around my hoo-ha every time I did it with my boyfriend. Is this normal? No. I'm not a professional, so this is something you should definitely talk to a professional about, but I can tell you that doing the deed should not be painful. And if it is, off the top of my head, I can think of a couple of things. Number one is that you're too stressed out. Like if you're thinking about it too much and like you're clenching, it could hurt and it could feel really painful. Two, you're not ready for it, as in you're not wet enough. Lube is your best friend. You have to be prepared for insertion. You can't just have it happen because it will be dry and it will hurt. 3, it could be a possible infection. Sometimes if you have a specific infection, it could be really painful to have sex. So I would definitely speak to someone about this for sure. But no, it should not be painful at all. It should be fun and enjoyable and not a stressful situation. Why do I have so much discharge? Girl, I wish I could tell you why. Discharge isn't a bad thing in reality because that's like your vagina cleaning itself out. So it's a good sign to have discharge. And of course, like the color of your discharge could mean so many different things. Like the color of your discharge could mean, hey, maybe you have an infection, or like, hey, maybe you're low on this, that, whatever, you know? So like actually pay attention to your discharge. The reason why you have so much, couldn't tell you, but I can tell you, you will have a lot of discharge. Okay, the only times you shouldn't have discharge are like right before your period and right after your period. Other than that, yeah, your girl's cleaning herself all the time. It's not bad. It's a good thing. Again, if you're generally concerned about how much, speak to your gyno. How the hell do you shave down there without cutting yourself? Love you too. Oh, sis. I have an entire video on how to shave down there. You don't want to go against the grain. So you don't want to go in the opposite direction that your hair grows, because then you're just going to get razor bumps and it's going to be really painful and really itchy and like those little like zit things. We look like you got strawberry skin, you know? As for the cutting yourself, don't press that hard on the razor, especially if it's a brand new razor. I have had times where I just put a razor down on my skin, I barely go like this, and I'm like, why am I bleeding? Why is there so much blood? Yeah, be gentle. If you gotta trim first, that always helps. Like trim and then shave. And there's also some prep afterwards that can help with like the itchy and the runniness. I'll make sure to link that video because I go so in depth into it. I know us girls shouldn't care about, but do partners like it when it's shaved, trimmed, or not? Also, thank you. I'm so happy you love my videos. Then there's another question that I kind of want to piggyback off this one that says, you always say that we don't have to shave our armpit hair in our hair or downstairs area, but how should we maintain the hair? Again, body hair is a preference and it's a personal choice. If you like it, that's what matters. I mean this in the most respectful way. It doesn't matter what your partner likes or doesn't like. At the end of the day, it's what you like because it's your body. If your partner has like a preference and you don't mind their preference, then sure, why not? But I personally do think if your partner's a real one and genuinely cares for you, they wouldn't tell you what to do or what not to do. That's also totally something that you can bring up with your partner. It's no shame at all. And again, if you want to like do what they're into, do it. Only one way to find out though is talking to them. Now, maintaining the hair. I get a lot of questions asking, how do we get the smell from down there to stay away? Okay, well, for one, if you have a really strong smell down there, go get yourself checked out. It could be an infection. 2, you have smell down there because of your hair. Hair is what contains the bacteria that creates that odor. You want to wash your girl. You want to wash your pits. You want to wash any part of your body where body hair can grow on because that's where bacteria grows. That being said, washing your vulva, all you need is just some water. You do not clean anything inside the lips. Don't add soap inside the lips. Don't add soap or water inside your vagina either. If you want to use like a soft, like sensitive skin soap on the vulva, which is like the outer part, basically the part that has the hair, you can. Water usually just does the trick. The whole point though is to just make sure that you're not, you know, staying sweaty, that you are clean down there, that you're freshening up down there, and that nothing goes anywhere else than where the pubic hair is. Why aren't more people subscribed to Just Sharing? Yo, for real. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, why aren't more people subscribed? I don't know. I mean, you should subscribe if you're watching this, and you should tell your friends to subscribe too. Hey Sharon, I have this guy friend and we've been friends since we were 3 and he's like my boy bestie. But his friend came up to me yesterday and told me that he wanted to be my Valentine and be more than friends. I really don't like him in that way, but I don't want to ruin the friendship. Don't do anything you don't want to do. He would understand if you weren't interested in him, and if he doesn't, then I don't think he was really a friend to begin with. Don't worry about ruining the friendship. If anyone's worrying about ruining the friendship, it's technically him because he's the one that wants to take it to the next level. Don't feel like you have to say yes just because he's your friend. How to say no to guys. This is my favorite question because it's the easiest question. Okay, you ready? No. That's how you say no to guys. No. It is a full and complete sentence. No explanation needed. And if they ask for one, you answer no. Isn't it great? Yeah, learning to say no is a hard lesson that I had to go through and kind of like unlearn, because my entire life, and I feel like a lot of girls can sadly relate to this, is we are taught to be like people pleasers and say yes and always figure out how to do things for other people and always like put other people's feelings before our own. No! Screw that! This is my life and my feelings too. No! So just practice saying no. I got you, girl. What's it like to lose your virginity / does your first time hurt a lot? This is different for everyone. And I got this question a lot, and I honestly can't tell you because every experience is so different. I will say though, when it's the first time you're getting down and dirty, don't expect to know everything. Life is not like the movies. Don't expect it to be like a scene out of Gossip Girl or like Euphoria or something. 9 out of 10 times, it's not gonna be like that, okay? It could be awkward. It probably is gonna be awkward because it's your first time doing something that you've never done before. Don't be embarrassed, just understand that you're learning, no shame, don't stress, don't worry about it. But also be safe, make sure you're using protection, and make sure you're doing it because you want to do it, not because you're falling into peer pressure or feel like you need to do it, okay? For it hurting a lot, I don't think so. Again, it shouldn't hurt a lot. And if it hurts a lot, there's something wrong. Sex is not supposed to be painful unless you're into it. Again, make sure you're relaxed, make sure you're ready, lube's your bestie, and make sure you're comfortable and that you're communicating. That is such an important thing that a lot of people don't even talk about when having sex is communication. Talk to the person you're getting down and dirty with. Tell them what you like, what you don't like, what's doing for you, what's not doing for you. It'll make it so much better. And it's okay if you talk during it. Like, again, don't expect anything out of like 50 Shades of Grey, unless, I'm kidding. Why is one boob bigger than the other? Is this for everyone or am I just lopsided? Sis, you're not lopsided. Cause same, I don't know why, but like I've asked my friends about this too. One boob is just naturally bigger. I don't know why, but I'm answering this to let you know that you are valid and you are not alone. Thumbs up if you're also part of the lopsided titty community. No shit. I really like this one boy. I have for years. I want to know how to ask him because we are both really shy and I'm guessing neither of us want to take the first move, but I really like him. What do I do? I know you don't want to hear this, but if you like someone and you absolutely feel like you got to make the first move, just do it. I don't know what else to say. Just do it. Just go up to them and be like, hey, I like you. Would you like to go on a date? And I know that sounds nerve-wracking, but it's the most direct. It gets you your answers and there's no way they could misunderstand that. If they say no, I know it's gonna suck and I know it's gonna hurt, but rejection is sadly a part of life. Not everyone's always gonna say yes. Not everyone's always gonna like you, but just know that there's nothing wrong with you. There was just something wrong with that relationship, meaning you were not meant to be dating that person. They were not the person for you. And that's okay. If you really, really like him and you really, really want to do something about it, just do it. Text him right now. I like you. I dare you right now to text your crush that you like them. Haha! That's your homework assignment. IDK if it's TMI, but I have a crush on a girl, but she's straight and has a boyfriend. Should I tell her that I like her or just keep it a secret? It'll most likely be an immediate no, but should I at least try? No. I need you to respect boundaries. She's in a relationship. You need to respect her and her partner and their relationship. You can't just come out of the woodwork like the third party and be like, hey, I know you're in a relationship, but I like you. That's not cool. Not only could it be an immediate no because she might not even be into girls, she might just be straight. It's an immediate no because she's in a relationship with someone else. So already it's gonna be a no. You don't want to be the other woman. You want to be a girl's girl. Am I a bop if I have been in a talking stage with 3 different guys within like 2 to 3 months? No, babes, no, that's dating. I don't know who needs to hear this, but talking to different people and getting to know different people is dating. You can talk to multiple people and go on dates with multiple people until you find the person that you really like and you want to date only them. Then you are in a committed relationship. But dating? This is what dating's all about. You're not a bop. And if someone calls you a bop, they can bop right off with that. And even if you were a bop, that's no one else's business is, as long as you're staying safe and we're communicating. What is the best period product? This is entirely up to your personal preference. I have a couple of videos on my channel where I've like tried different period products. My personal favorite actually turned out to be period underwear and reusable pads. I absolutely love them. But it's all up to you. Whatever feels best for you and whatever makes you most comfortable. I totally recommend trying as many different period products as you can and finding which one you like, which is what I did. What's the best for you? I have told my boyfriend that I came when I literally have never before. The story of every woman's life. Every time he has done something, I've acted like I have and enjoyed it. It isn't his fault I don't. I just have a really hard time doing it. I dug myself in a deep hole. What do I do? Sis, the only way to not keep digging a deeper hole, no pun intended, is to be honest. You don't have to straight up tell him, hey, I've actually never had a big O with you. I've actually been lying this entire time. You could be like, hey, this isn't doing it for me. Can we try something else? And don't be afraid to guide him and tell him what to do, you know? And don't be afraid to also experiment and figure out what you like and what you don't like. That being said, trying something different. Don't be afraid to bring in adult toys, okay? They're not there to compete with your boyfriend. They are there to help your boyfriend. They are a teammate. All right? They're playing for the same team of wanting to see you win. If you're really, really struggling with it, honestly, get rid of your boyfriend. Not like for real, get rid of your boyfriend, but like kick him out of the room. Figure out what you like, what you don't like, then bring him back in and be like, so here's what I like and what I don't like. Here's what's gonna work for me. No shame. Sex is for both parties to enjoy, not just one. Now, this last question says, so the girlies know our men usually finish quicker than we do. What do we do if we still want to do more, but they're done? If your partner has already climaxed and their partner is down for the count, guess what? He's still got a mouth and he's still got some hands. So there's still work to be done. And don't be afraid to say that. You know, in a respectful way, of course. Or again, I bring up adult toys. I actually have a code. I literally think it's like Sharon50. Use it to spice up your life. Use it to make it easier. Use it to make your man feel like he's not timing out faster, even though he is, okay? He can at least use it to help you out some more, you know? But no, seriously, if he's finishing quicker than you, maybe when you start doing things, kind of get him to focus on you first and not make sure that you finish first, but at least that you're finishing around the same time or that you're like prepped to not take that much longer to finish than him. Personally, I think if a guy is like finishing first and doesn't care or isn't worried about his partner finishing, he's a selfish lover, okay? Not even lover. He's just selfish. And that's probably not someone you want to be sleeping with. You want someone that cares about you and that you're also enjoying these things that you guys are doing together. So keep that in mind too. But my biggest point is speak up. That applies to like a good chunk of these questions actually is speak up, communicate, say what you like, say what you don't like. Like don't be afraid to stand your ground and speak up for yourself because no one else is gonna do it. And no one is gonna know what you want or what you like or what you don't unless you say something, you know? No shame, babe. I hope this helps you out, you know? I hope my advice is decent advice. For legal purposes, if something goes wrong, it was not my fault. Don't forget that. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up. If I didn't get to answer your girl talk questions, but you would like to leave them in the comments, please do so. And ladies, fellas, they, thems, this is a safe and loving community that is also a very helpful community. If you see some questions that you think you can help someone out with, don't be afraid to answer. Like, we are here to help each other out. I'll see you in the comments. Shout out the day goes to Goddess. Babes, what do you mean, why am I exposing your business? That's all we do on this channel is expose our business. Which, that being said, if you want to see some more of me exposing your business, I have a lot more videos on my channel that you can binge. And of course, you can subscribe for more tea because there's always more tea where this is coming from. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I hope you stay safe out there. I hope you are loving yourself and putting yourself first and taking care of yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally. And that those fellas aren't disrespecting you, okay? Love ya. Bye.